The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
Why are you smiling, Sherry? Anyway, it's Friday, the 21st day of April 2023. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, and Linda's. I'm Jamal Hartman. Well, she's Sister Sherry Vanderpool, smiling on a Friday as usual. And Tamara McHale will be with us in a bit to bring you the latest in her news break brought to you by People's Pharmacy. Go ahead, Sister Sherry. What's happening?
No, I was saying, it's Friday, so I'm pumped. Although I had a very late night. I was out on a school night, as I said. I'm hanging out with friends, and we played Beat the Bomb. It's like a escape room kind of video. Jamal, you would have been so proud. I was like rolling on the infrared lights and doing all types of stuff. I did spinning yesterday, yeah. And I'm supposed to be off today, but I gotta work, so.
Yeah. I mean, Sherry didn't want to do the show today because she was going out and have a good time, folks. And, I was like, well, Sherry, there's no show. And she was like, okay, fine. I was trying to go out and enjoy myself Thursday night. So, she came just for us, folks. Don't you feel good?
Yeah. No lie. I was like, Jamal, really? I'm like, okay.
Yeah. She gave in to us, folks. Yeah, Friday is her favorite day not to want to see us. Yeah.
Not to see one, to see you. Let's be clear.
No, I grew us in there. It's not just me, folks. We're one. We are one. Anyway, greetings, everyone, and thanks for making us part of your daily routine. We have a good one today. We've got Ahmani Peets from Ahmani's Cookies coming. Have you tried one of his cookies yet, Sherry?
Hello. Yes. Heath cookies. His cookies are, I'm going to be real Bermudian. Wow. You understand me? And I'm not... Like, this ain't no smoke, no, what, Jamal.
He didn't pay you extra for the promo.
No, and we have to discuss, putting more than 4 in a package.
You want 4? Okay. She has not shared with me, folks, but we've got Ahmani. We're going to be speaking to him direct. He's going to be sharing with us his favorite flavors and how he got into it. So really looking forward to the conversation with him. The Daily Play is the things you should know, Sherry. Things you should know. So, it should be interesting. I don't know what the question is yet, folks, so I can't even tease her, but I'm pretty sure this one messes me up a lot of times because I don't know the answer. So, I am going to look at the answer prior to reading it. So
you are fine. But welcome back as well, Jamal. You're on this side of the time zone.
Yeah, no, Sherry, I had, I don't know if it was because of 420 or just getting back to the East Coast, but I had one of the best sleeps I've had. Now, I was like mid-text with somebody, and next thing I know, and woke up a bit late, got out of bed about 5:30, had one of the slowest jogs I've had because I only went from one run on a treadmill while I was there. And I feel good. And Sherry, have you noticed how extra good I look today on camera?
Why? Okay, let's start with the words extra good. So we even are going to put this together. I don't know, but okay.
My camera's got me looking a bit better today. Why? Because, you go to a little booth at the conference and you learn how to work the equipment you have. Yeah. And so.
Okay. We'll go with that. I guess, you could ask the audience.
It's not all down to my good looks, Sherry. No, I learned how to work the camera a bit more. Yes. Audience, doesn't my camera look much better? Don't I look, a bit, yeah. See, looking crispy, Sister Sancha. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
essential.
gave it to me. That's right. That's right. Good morning to you, Auntie Karen, and
So
Tanya.
essential.
Yeah. I mean, for one, she on my side. But anyway, Sherry, let's have a conversation because there's a lot of things that we can discuss, a lot of things we can talk about today. Um, but the first thing that comes to mind for me uh, after just yesterday was I saw a lot of people, they had comments about the police situation. So the
Mm,
police situation meaning that what's it called? I'm going to read the headline from the Royal Gazette. It states, police given permission to recruit resident non-Bermudians, right? And I
okay.
saw people who had an issue with this, right? Okay, so let me just read a bit of the article from the Royal Gazette for those who may not have seen it. So police have been given permission for the go-ahead to open up recruitment to non-Bermudians living on island after less than 10% of recent applicants made it through to training school. Darren Simons earlier, well, that's the Commissioner of Police, Darren Simons, earlier urged residents to apply for a career in the Bermuda Police Service as he revealed that health, fitness, and psychological, thank God for psychological, challenges limited the number of people taken on to become officers. The Commissioner of Police said that more than 100 applicants, only 9 were selected to start a training course this week. That's bad. But I'd like to
That
know.
is horrible.
Yeah, it is, right? He said, because of the low numbers of people making it through, I have received permission to open recruiting to resident non-Bermudians. Now, first off, folks, let us know. And thank you, Renee Simmons. I'm not going to ignore your compliment. Thank you. We appreciate you. Yes or no? Just a quick yes or no from the audience. Yes or no? Are you good with resident non-Bermudians being police officers in Bermuda? Just a yes or no. Are you good with that? Sherry?
Can I answer? Yes,
Sure.
I am. Yeah, I'm good with that. Uh, go on. I could go on. So yeah, I'm good with that. I am good with him doing Bermudians first to see
Mhm,
if we have enough, and
mhm,
because we don't, now we can go to residents, non-residents that live in Bermuda. So I'm totally fine with that, Jamal,
mhm,
as long as we have looked at our residents, our Bermudians first.
mhm.
I am very bothered by the number, that out of 100 applicants, we only have 9 that we are able to utilize. That to me needs to be like researched to figure out like what's going on there, because that sounds like a deeper issue or problem, even with, yeah.
But I think that issue has been the norm of like the fire service and others recently, and I think that is a concern. But and I think we should discuss that in depth. Yes or no, folks? Are you okay with resident non-Bermudians on the police service? Are you okay with it? Well, let's go through. Sanchez says that's extremely concerning, and I think she's talking about like the fact that so many people failed. I think we all agree that that's something that should concern us all. That we have. I mean, they're being
100.
generous than 10% because 10 out of 100 is 10%. They're saying 9 people out of 100 plus applicants. So it's less than 10%. They're just doing estimates. So that is a sad number. All right. So everyone seems to say yes. Shika Rana said yes. Renee Simmons says yes. Kenton Trott says yes. Karen Simmons says yes. Shayna Smith says yes. Tanya Cheeseman, yes. Laverne Tucker says yes. Jamaica Smith said, I was unclear on what a resident non-Bermudian is. Kenton Trott says the issue that really needs to be addressed is to determine why so few Bermudians pass the police, fire, customs, prison entrance exams. Yes, we're going to get to that too. And Charlie Trotty says maybe consideration should be given to bringing back the police cadet program. Well, yeah, back then there were a lot of Bermudians that they attracted, and I think those are the groups that are now phasing out in terms of retirement and so on. So let's address a couple of things, folks. What are your thoughts on the situation? What are your thoughts on police recruiting resident non-Bermudians? Let me just say this. I'm okay with it for now. And I think we should define resident non-Bermudian. Resident non-Bermudian could be, a spouse of a Bermudian that isn't necessarily a born and I don't say status Bermudian because there's no such thing really. We're British overseas territory citizens, I guess. Or yeah, that's what we're referred to. I don't have a Bermuda passport anymore. What it says in there? Bermuda, British overseas territory citizen, right?
Yes, yes, it's fine
No,
for
they
Nigeria.
changed it. We used to be colonized. I don't know what they call us now. But anyway, you get my point. So that would be an example, folks. I'm okay with it if it means getting the numbers required to maintain, safety for the people of Bermuda. However, while doing that, it's important for us to address what was said by Kenton Trott and Nachika Traveling Trotty. So what is saying? I think we need to address why we're in this predicament, and then find a solution to it. This is not good, because let's just be honest. Those are just government programs right there. Imagine how many private entities, private companies would like to hire people, and they too say, well, we can't find people to pass the entrance exams. Think about that. This is not just a police, fire, customs problem, but we're in bad shape. And again, you know what we've been talking about a lot lately? It comes down to education. It comes to the economy, economic empowerment, right? That our population is not being educated and empowered enough to take over the roles needed. Think about, we keep talking about, and we're going to talk about it in depth, the lack of children being born in Bermuda. Well, who's going to be around to take care of the older people? Are we going to have enough people? We're going to be fighting to get people to Bermuda. We're in some bad shape, man. This highlights how much bad shape we're in. You want to take Sister Sandra, share?
Sure. I'm good with non-Bermudians being recruited, but I am also concerned as to why, as Bermudians, we are seen to be unhealthy, mentally unstable, and not fit for the job for protecting our community. You know what, Sandra? It sums it all up. And that's where I was going, like, what on the front end, what is going on that out of 100 plus applicants, only 9 are available? What is going on? I would love to know what were the what rejected them from being able to be eligible to continue on, or even what stage. Like, I would be very interested in those numbers.
Yeah.
Hint, to anybody who could give them to me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Sherry. Hint, hint. Yeah, folks, you're part of the conversation. If you know, let us know. We need your help sometimes. Charles H. Jeffs II says, yes, isn't it better to have people who have been a part of the community join our police service? Otherwise, they will have to bring in people who have no clue about our community. Yeah, we had a recent police commissioner like that, right? But I agree with you, Charles. I think I like the fact that the focus is resident non-Bermudians first, because bringing people from the outside right into that have never been on the beat, don't know the community or culture, we see how that ends up. We see how the disconnect. It's probably a tougher thing, because they have to really try to fit in and learn. And one of the challenges so many people have, many of us are guilty of it as well. I've literally just gotten over it. Sherry, I know you've had to deal with it, is I still have a problem of people entering my space when I go to work and not using the manners. But slowly I'm getting over it, because at the end of the day, I'm in their culture, their environment, right? So I can't expect them. Sometimes we just have to do as the Romans do, even though we don't agree with it, right? I'm getting there. I'm not that mature to say I'm there yet.
But I would love to also know the criteria for non-residents. For me, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But in regard to exactly what you just said, Jamal, should they, what is the requirement? Should they be here a year or two and be able to be customized or be into our culture so that they can better be suited for our community? Or are we like, you got married next month here, you apply and you're a police officer and you don't know how to walk in a room and say good morning, and you're wondering why you're not being able to gel with the community? So I will wonder if that criteria is also something that we have to look at.
That's interesting. And while we're speaking about criteria, I just wanted to go further into the article, because we talked about, people fast passing its, test. Let's speak about the fitness, because what was said in this article about the fitness, folks, was, wait for it. What we're finding is that people are being screened out because of the health requirement. young people who are already suffering from diabetes, hypertension, early signs of coronary issues. We're talking young people. The health.
'Cause
Go ahead, Sherry.
no, I was just gonna say, how are we here? Young people, diabetes,
I,
health issues.
I can tell you how we're here, and this is not a criticism. Let's have an honest conversation. We're a community of people. Like, we're literally a community. All of us here right now, we're a community. But let's have an honest conversation. So, living in the United States of America, as a child growing up in Bermuda, I thought, man, I'd be able to enjoy McDonald's, and I couldn't tell you the last time I've had a McDonald's. Like, probably had McDonald's once in the last 10 years, and that's probably I'm sorry, about 3 times in the last 10 years, and that's when you're driving long distances, and it's the only thing to eat at a truck stop,
And
right?
it's still in you, Jamal.
Yeah, seriously, right? But my point is, growing up, I remember the Burger Bill fight in the 90s that Sir John Swan was fighting for. I thought Bermuda was boring and mug, because we didn't have fast food. So you get here outside of Chick-fil-A, and previously to Sancha joined the show, the occasional, filet at Wendy's, right? I'm not down with fast food joints. Now, I like me a chicken wing, right? I love me a chicken wing, and despite my absence from chicken for a while, that would be my go-to compromise. I say all that to say, let's have an honest conversation. We are very unhealthy eaters as Bermudians. We enjoy fried fish. We enjoy French fries. We enjoy carbs. I mean, I remember the sharing our food era on social media, and I used to always be like, the amount of carbs in that, right? It was amazing to me. Our picnics, our get-togethers, right? There's always so many carbs. We eat multiple meats in there, right? We're not eating balanced diets regularly. But let's just say the lunch break. We're going to that lunch break, right? We're getting a nice meal, right? Supporting our local entrepreneurs. But then we're getting a drink with nearly 100 sugars in it. I'm exaggerating, but you take my point. If we're doing that consistently, imagine what that's doing to our bodies. And young people are eating like that. Think about exercise. How often are we exercising? How often are we literally, folks, honestly, I'm to the point in my life now where I feel like I just love to do it. I don't wake up and like, oh no, I'm got a job. It's actually in me, because why? I've trained my mind to say, you know what? I'll just go slow this morning. Well, I can honestly say that's really Larry telling me go slow. But I'm just saying, we've got to change our own habits. That's a very sad, statement by the Commissioner of Police. It's very unfortunate.
And it's something that we grow up on, that we then train ourselves to say it's hereditary, right? If your great grandmother ate barbecue chicken, macaroni and cheese, coleslaw, scalloped potatoes, peas and rice, and all of those meals, then you pass it on, right? You pass it on, and everyone, oh, it's hereditary diabetes. No, it's the foods that we've been eating for a very long time, that we need to change how we do those things. And like Jamal said, exercise is I struggle with. I did a spin yesterday, Jamal. I was struggling, but we got to do better. And then the mental health concerns, I would be interested in those numbers.
Yeah, no, it's interesting, and I think that it's a conversation that we all should be engaged in, because you want the best people to protect you. You want the best. You want mentally, physically, intellectually, right? But again, folks, we kind of got off topic, because health is a very important part of this. But what are your thoughts on police recruiting resident non-Bermudians? Renee Simmons says, I encouraged a step-nephew to join. He wasn't born here, but schooled and currently lives here, and he has the qualities and abilities to protect and serve. I hope he does apply, as he's already here. There you go. That's the encouragement we need. Manuela Jones says, yes, they should be considered. They would be vetted like any other applicant. Their position is not guaranteed. Teresa Ann Marie says, mental health and trauma issues were cited as reasons for lacking success. Yes. I think this is a community conversation that needs to carry on, folks. Charles H. Jeffers II says, however, I do want the BPS to recruit some potential St. George's Cup match players from overseas. Somerset has Roger
Period.
Players back in the day, man. He used to smack those boys over for Somerset. He played for Somerset, folks. He's smacked those boys, meaning St. George's over. Tanya Cheeseman says, I agree. Good health is key, but what we didn't about, but what are we didn't about the current officer's health? What are we doing? Okay, doing about the current officer's health? Because some of them need to get it together as well. You know, I always say, like, you know, if you look at some police officers and firemen over the years, they do seem to get out of shape. What, just human, right? But I don't know what the requirements are for them to maintain their positions. Traveling Charlie says, I am concerned about the quality of food we have on island. Most of our food comes from the US, which is not best. Well, I mean, that's another issue. Not only that, but instead of being concerned about the food that comes through, maybe the focus should be finding ways to grow our food and figure out how we can take things into our own hands, right? If those responsible for providing you food aren't doing what you need to do, then it's important for us to learn how to provide food on our own. Manuela Jones says we have to realize that we don't have to put every food item in the buffet on our plate. Wow.
This is it right here, right?
I'm not being judgmental here, but I mean, you know, back in the day, I wanted to taste every type of chicken: the fried chicken, the barbecue chicken, you know, the baked chicken, right? The little Cory chicken there. If they had a little barbecue, honey barbecue chicken, right? I loved all types of chicken. Now, see, I'm gonna judge you all. So you need the caul, you need the chicken, you need the freshwater fish, you need the saltwater fish. Like, come on now, you need every type of potato: the scallop potato, the French fry, the hash brown, the mashed potato. Right?
Not the scallop potato.
You know, you need all type of, but I'm just saying, she makes a great point. A buffet is there so that you can taste a bit of everything, not eat a bit of everything. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a big difference, folks. So look, I like this idea Michael Daniels just put up. Should those who have failed be given some incentives to improve? I like this. I like this thought. Love this thought. Because at the end of the day, look, we're supposed to learn from failure. Failure should not be the end result. And I think that maybe, I don't know if they've done this, but maybe the police service could say, look, you know, you've done well on most of the exam. If you can do this, like your doctor tells you, look, your blood pressure was high. This is what we need to do to get it back low. Let's revisit in 6 months. If we're here, then we can consider it. And then once they become officers, they have to do some things that help maintain healthy weight or lifestyle or so on. But I love
encouraging.
That.
That's encouraging.
Yeah. Mark Arthur C. Phillips has said news really mental health services need to be more accessible to all. We all need to take care of our mental health. And Karen Simmons says, over the last 25 years, the lack of movement during school hours has steadily decreased. One day, once a semester for PE, for 2 years, no recess, and limited space to move about. This is important. Children are not meant to stay still for long. They should be out and about, playing. What was that game we called? Hide go seek. Yeah, hide and go seek, or hide go seek.
Hide and go seek, take and do. I was flabbergasted when I heard recess had decreased. I was like, what?
Man, recess was an important moment, man.
What? Recess, lunchtime, your break, like the movement was awesome.
Yeah. All right, folks, it's time for the news break. So Sherry, I'm being serious right now, folks, real quickly before the news break. And we have Ahmani Peets coming on, great entrepreneur. Got the best tasting cookies, according to Sherry. She just wants more cookies in a bag. So serious. So we're back. This is our first show since I've been back from Vegas, right? So, you know, you try to learn more about your product. So I hope that you all appreciate the audio and my, you know, me looking extra fine on camera today, you know, because I know how to work my camera now, right? So I want to say this. All jokes aside, me learning how to work the equipment that I have a bit better is no different from going and failing. And then, you know what? Maybe I got this wrong. Let me go back, study a bit more or work a bit more on this and come back and get it right. I hope that people who failed it are not discouraged.
Yeah.
Look, the best examples to give is, they say Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player of all time. He only won 6 championships. Why do I say only? That's a lot. Some people win none. But he played like 16 years of basketball. He lost more than he won. He missed more shots than he made. So I hope that we can look at this not as necessarily a bad thing, but a way to really open our eyes, wake us up. Because if we're having a hard time finding people to work in those services, imagine what that means for employing people in the private sector and just generally overall. Our economy depends on having capable people able to operate it. That to me is one of the biggest lessons of this conversation for me. But hey, we've got to go on, bring the news break in and get things rolling. Stick with us.
Good morning, everybody.
Greetings, Tamara. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous.
Are you back on, like, do they call it Jamaica time? What time zone you guys in?
I just call it Jamaica time.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you're back on your regular schedule. Are you tired or anything? Did you have a great sleep?
Oh yeah, I've been like sleeping like crazy. I don't know. Last night I was watching a movie, and then similar to what happened to you, like I don't know how the movie ended because I fell asleep.
Yeah. Oh, I know how my movie ended. Yeah.
The back of your eyelids lights out, right?
Yeah, man. When you wake up, you're like, and you look. I looked what time the last text that I sent. I was like, oh, 8:42. I knocked out. I swear I sent a text after that. But anyway, I had a good sleep, y'all. It was. I'm gonna check my sleep in a minute, but we're back. We're back in our normal setting.
Yes. Vegas was an experience. I definitely learned a lot, and big up to the Daily Hour again. Big up to you, Jamel, and of course my girl Maya.
Oh yeah, my Palacio out there, folks.
Maya's such a sweetheart.
I guess I wonder how her sleep went. Maya, how'd you sleep last night? Are you back on Bermuda time? I guess. Yeah.
This guy.
Or do you notice anything different about my camera or anything?
You do look brighter and crisper and clearer. Yeah, you do.
Stop. Okay,
Yeah,
let's get into the news break. Enough about me. Let's get into the news break. Yeah.
All right, good morning, everyone. This is the Daily Hour News Break for today, Friday, April 21, brought to you by the People's Pharmacy. All right, so you have been discussing regarding the police service, and we're starting off on that note that Naima Astwood has been appointed by the Governor General as the new Deputy Commissioner, well, the Governor rather, as the new Deputy Commissioner of Bermuda's Police Service. So in a statement yesterday, they said, quote, that there is no doubt that she is the best candidate to serve as the Deputy Commissioner of Police. She has the experience and leadership qualities to address the challenges ahead. And the governor's office said that Astwood was selected after a recruitment process that sought applications from local and international candidates. She's expected to take over the post from the 1st of May this year. And she said that she's grateful for the opportunity to serve in her new role.
First off,
this is it.
No, hey, look, I said this. Maya and I were stopped by a lady from Ghana on Wednesday, and she wanted to interview us. And one of the things I said was, I love the women representation that we had. And I want to make this clear. I'm not interested in diversity, equity, and inclusion the way most people are. I'm not interested in appointing people because they're black or women because they're women. What I'm interested in is appointing the right women, the right black people, because there's nothing like having a token that changes nothing for others. So that said, a couple of years ago, down in St. George's, a few years ago, I remember an incident happened, and I saw Ms. Aswood, and she was quite in a position then, but I saw her engaging with individuals, involved in what it was. And so I know one of the questions is, and Charles kind of said it, getting officers who are local or been amongst the community versus people who aren't, because that's the difference it makes. So Congratulations to her, and I'd love to see more healthy, mentally, physically, and intellectually women follow her in her footsteps.
And I'm just going to say congratulations to her as well. I've worked with her in the past, and so I was super excited to see this happen. Super excited.
All right, real quickly, just a rude comment. Maya said she can see my ears now, so that's how clear my camera is. So
that's my girl. I knew she was. I knew she was in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, in other news, still on the issue of appointments, veteran firefighter Dana Lovell has been appointed the new Chief Fire Officer of the Bermuda Fire and Rescue Service. Mr. Lovell reportedly joined the service 38 years ago and had been serving as acting Chief Fire Officer since May last year. Before his appointment, which was confirmed yesterday, he served as Assistant Chief Fire Officer, the Divisional Officer for Operations, and Staff Officer, among other ranks. And Mr. Lovell said, "I'm very proud and humbled by my appointment. I'm grateful to the FRS and the ministry for this opportunity."
Hey, look, we're doing it today. But here's the thing, folks. Think about what our conversation was about. We are here honoring two Black Bermudians, in top positions in these services where we can't find young Bermudians to join to follow in their footsteps. Folks, if that doesn't signal a problem in our community, I don't know what does. Where is the next Naima Aswood? Where's the next Dana Lovell? Just think on that while Tamara continues the news break.
All right. Well, tomorrow, April 22nd, is Earth Day. And Bacardi is unveiling a, quote, a greener makeover at its global headquarters in Bermuda to further cut its carbon footprint and to create a working environment that promotes even greater well-being for its employees. In a release, the company noted that they recently installed new solar paneling on the office roof, which will generate more than 1/3 of the site's energy requirements, while a new state-of-the-art chiller system will cut the building's total energy usage by more than 40% annually. And together, these improvements reportedly will cut the building's CO2 emission by more than 70% every year. So some great news there from Bacardi. And the theme for Earth Day, just to add, is invest in our planet.
Yeah, indeed. No, props to them. They're doing a thing around there. So appreciate Bacardi, all the community work and efforts that they're taking part in this year.
Yeah, and to all companies that are going to be observing Earth Day and individuals, may you continue to keep the environment clean.
Yeah, I might not drive my car on Earth Day. Yeah. That's a contribution. Don't hate on me.
Okay, Jamel. All right, so quickly to some other regional news. A team of international election observers, they have arrived in the British Virgin Islands, the BVI, to observe next week's general election. So elections are scheduled for Monday, April 24th. And the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association British Islands and Mediterranean Region CPA mission consist of a range of international observers. So yeah, they're going to be there until April 26th. So that is something to make note of. Election coming up in the BVI next week.
Yeah, we probably need one of those in Bermuda, some outside. Well, anyway, never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
And Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, is calling for a reform of the justice system to fight crime. So he was speaking recently at the regional symposium, Violence as a Public Health Issue, looking at crime in the Caribbean overall. And he said that we must reform our legislation to match the growing sophistication, scale, and nature of the threat. And another thing that he said, which was poignant, he said that in the same way the Caribbean supported the United States war on drugs, they too must support the Caribbean's war on guns, which are, quote, killing our children.
I agree. One helping the other deserves help the other way.
Exactly. And finally, Jamaican music royalty dub mixer Lloyd King Jamie James is coming for a concert, One Love Promotions, in his honor in Bermuda. That's actually coming up next month. And the 75-year-old says that it will be his first time in Bermuda. He's looking forward to the opportunity. And of course, King Jamins is a stalwart in the reggae industry. He was known, well, he has been known for the hits of like artists such as Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, countless artists, including the late Dennis Brown as well. So so that event is going to be in Bermuda at Catch a Fire at the National Sports Center on May 7 from 7 p.m. until 2 a.m. Advanced ticket starts at $50 and are available at www.ptix.bm, or you can contact One Love Promotions BDA at gmail.com for ultra VIP tickets.
What time's this show?
It's going to be May 7 from 7 p.m. until 2 a.m.
Okay. Yeah.
And other Jamaican artists such as Johnny Osborne, Admiral Bailey, and Justin Wales will also take the stage along with local acts First Choice, Papa Lenny, Juggling Jason, and more.
All right.
Sounds nice.
I would be able to attend for the first couple hours, but it's a bit too late for me. They need to have these daytime concerts. I'm saying they need to have daytime.
Really, Jamel?
Yeah, they need to have some daytime concerts. I mean, bad enough they had me out at Katy Perry like 4 o'clock in the morning.
It was not so late.
Well, if the time zone I was living on, it was. Anyway, what's the weather looking like?
Grandpa.
All right, in the weather, today is going to be a sunny but a cool start to the morning in Bermuda. Plenty of sunshine and a bit of winds as well. You're going to have a high near 22 degrees Celsius or 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And here in Jamaica, it's bright and sunny, especially in Kingston, Jamaica. But according to the Met Service, we're supposed to have some scattered showers later on in the day. And that's it.
Up. There you go. Daily. What's the day? What you got? Days of the year for Sherry. Give us something good.
Oh, well, for those who love tea, today is your day. Today is Tea Day. This love of tea day back centuries, and this fondness seems to be getting stronger with time. Tea Day's slogan is brew more, do more. The vision is to inspire special moments with tea. I'm not a flavored tea person, but I do love sweet tea. So grab you a cup of tea and enjoy your day. And I would love for the audience to let me know what is their favorite kind of tea. And I'm sure some of these Ahmani cookies can go with a great tea.
I'm just saying 420 and then tea day. So does it carry over where people have weed tea? Like, herb?
Yeah, what if that's your tea? If that's your tea, hey.
Have you ever had ganja tea, Jamel?
No, I haven't. I don't think so.
I had it once and it knocked me out.
Yeah. We had a former opposition leader in Bermuda. Remember, he was talking about giving his children ganja tea and got criticized. Now, like years later, he's like said the best thing ever, and now everyone's just catching up to it. But get yourself some ganja tea, knock yourself out. No, don't listen to me. I ain't no medical expert, folks. You just heard it, knock you out. What's your favorite kind of tea, though, Tamara?
I love mint peppermint, and I also love ginger.
If I had a flavor, it would be ginger. I don't do all of that fruity stuff, but here in the South, I love sweet tea and lemonade together. Arnold Palmer.
I'm a ginger tea guy myself, but if I go cold, I'll have to take an Arnold Palmer. What's your favorite tea flavor, folks? We got Laverne Tucker. She says, drinking my ginger tea as I listen. There you go. What's your favorite flavor tea, Tamara? Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All righty. Folks, do not go anywhere. We've got a very special guest coming up. Ahmani Peets. We're talking about, well, he makes some good cookies to go with tea, apparently. Gary, what's your favorite flavor cookie?
I think he has a Heath one that tastes really, yes, and his regular chocolate chip. And then there's another one.
Flavor. You ain't have to go through the damn flavor. My goodness. Making me want to have a cookie right now. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. Come back with Ahmani Peets to make us even more hungry. Stick with us. Even one flavor.
People's ACW, located at King Edward VII Memorial Hospital, carries over-the-counter medicines, toys, cards, and even toiletries. Our knowledgeable staff are there whether you're at emergency, visiting family, or a member of BHB staff. to show you our best even when you're feeling your worst. People's ACW, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level.
Her 70th birthday next month. Have you noticed her age is catching up with her?
Yeah. Plus, she's having a hard time getting up and around like she's used to. I would sure hate to see her fall.
At Medical House Limited, we can help make life situations easier. We have electric beds, motorized scooters, bath stools, walkers, you name it.
Mom's been real good to us. We'll get her birthday and Christmas gifts from Medical House.
Medical House has relocated next to the Dendy Town Field, number 6 Bakery Lane, Pembroke. Telephone 292-3622.
Alrighty, welcome back to the big show. Sherry Vanderpool, I'm Jamal Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindo's, and People Pharmacy. Don't forget, folks, subscribe to our website and follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we continue to do our part to improve our community. Without further ado, let's bring our guest for today. We've got Ahmani Peets. So, Sherry, not Ahmani's cookies. If you didn't have Ahmani's cookies, what would be your favorite flavor? I'm trying to figure something out here.
Chocolate chip.
Okay. So, you know what my favorite cookie is?
I don't know you like that.
I'm an oatmeal guy.
I should have figured it's a
Right?
little fixed cookie.
Yeah. I'm gonna know too. However, fake cookies. I'm the Delta cookie guy.
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask Ahmani if he could make me the airplane cookies. That's what I'm gonna call them. How's that?
Okay. All
Because
right.
Sancho criticized me that time, and I said that's one of my favorite cookies. Hey, that's not him. You know how you Bermudians are, right? So yeah, I would say oatmeal and the airplane cookies. All right. So that's my favorite flavor. But folks, without further ado, let's bring in our guest for today. We've got Ahmani Peets from Ahmani's Cookie Company. Let's give him a warm TDH welcome. You know how crazy you all get. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful. All right, Sherry's very excited. You heard her. She was saying how much she enjoys your cookies. So, you can feel free to tease her with one of your cookies. But thank you for coming on and thank you for having this conversation. A lot of amazing people love what you're doing, Ahmani. But just tell us a bit about yourself and, what do you do?
Okay. So my name is Ahmani Peets. I am the owner of Ahmani's Cookie Company here in Bermuda. I recently turned 21 years old. I started my business here back in February of 2019 when I was an 11th grade student at Bermuda Institute. In November of 2019, I entered the BEDC Youth Rocket Pitch competition in Bermuda. And there you tell the judges about your business ideas and how to grow it. I went on to the finals and won the first prize. With winning, I received $5,000 prize. I used that money to invest in my business. Then in 2020, from the BEDC, I won the first runner-up award for being the most enterprising young entrepreneur. I am a baker, and I specialize in making cookies, cakes, brownies, and cheesecakes. I currently have 109 flavors of cookies. My latest flavor is the oatmeal cranberry white chocolate coconut. I also have a signature line of cookies called the Leviathan, which means that the cookie is huge. These cookies are 6 ounces in size and can fit in the palm of your hand. I have a cookie named after me called the Ahmani Thor. 4 chocolates and potato sticks are in this one, and it's a great seller. I also do vegan and gluten-free baking for special orders, and I have an e-commerce website called www.ahmaniscookiecompany.com. I vend my cookies at 15 locations here in Bermuda. Recently, in January of 2023, I was able to get a vending opportunity in our city of Hamilton. At this location, I have a large vending space and have all of my products. Visitors can see my display signs on the business exterior, and come and have a great experience with many flavors. I deliver locally to customers and to many corporate businesses, and I ship my cookies overseas. And so far, they have been delivered to 43 countries around the world so far.
Wow. 43 countries get to experience Ahmani's cookies. I think I speak for many Bermudians when I say that's how you do business, folks. That's how you do it.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on that. Honestly, congratulations to grow a business to 43 countries is huge, and it's not to be understated. But I just want to highlight one of his new flavors. Cookies, as he just said, includes an oatmeal flavor. All right, folks, oatmeal, one of my favorite flavors. But Ahmani, congratulations to you on all you're doing. Just speak to us, like, why did you start making cookies? I mean, obviously you just shared the amount of things you do, cakes and so on, but what inspired you? What made you start making cookies?
So, when I was in high school, my dad and I talked about what careers that I could consider based on my interests. So, I used to bake cookies with my dad when I was 3 years old, and I loved eating the cookie dough. In my lunchbox, I would always have chocolate chip cookies. My dad asked me about what did I think about having my own cookie company, and I felt that it was a great idea. We did some research online, and we watched a young boy named Corey who had his own business called Mr. Corey's Cookies.
Mm.
And he was on a show called The Prophet on CNBC Prime. I have learned a few things from watching those videos, such as what makes a good business, the mistakes to avoid, and how to market your business. Also in Bermuda, I only found one other cookie business that was vending, so we could see that there was an opportunity for another business to vend there.
Nice.
Awesome. What awesome. Well, I spoke earlier about what favorite kind of cookie I love, but what is your favorite kind of cookie to make?
Well, I don't really have any favorites that I make, but there is a favorite flavor that I do like, which is called the Decadent Chocolate Chip Cookie, which is my number one seller.
I
Mm.
And I
have
make
to
I make a lot of that flavor every week.
I have to agree. That is one of my favorite flavors as well. And I love that you ship them. I got to look into that. But how does it make you feel when people purchase your cookies?
It makes me feel proud. It makes me feel happy that people love my products. And it lets me know that I have good products that people really love. Many people around the island tell me that my cookies are delicious, divine, and tasty. And some people have said, best cookies ever, Amani, or best cookies in the world.
And they are not telling a lie. You use the hashtag baking with autism as part of your business to share about autism awareness. Can you share with us why?
Sure. So I use the hashtag baking with autism because I'm a young man who is on the autism spectrum. And I was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2. And I had special therapists who would work with me along with my parents. I didn't talk until I was 4, but when I did speak, I was just repeating what was said to me. One thing I want people to learn is to learn about what autism is, as well as to be accepting and to be friendly with people who have uniqueness in them. I do have some information on my website which talks about autism, and I go to schools and share about autism awareness for the month of April, which is Autism Awareness Month.
Mm. Love
Yes,
it. Love it.
love it. So, what advice would you give to someone who may have challenges about going for their dreams?
Well, the truth is, some people may have challenges because they may feel that they won't be very, very successful. But you must believe in yourself, give a great effort, do your best, and be willing to listen and learn. If you make mistakes, you can always learn from them.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
great advice.
Yeah, indeed. And we've been talking about how to bounce back from failure this morning. We've got the audience. The audience, obviously, they're big fans. Karen Simmons says, "Morning, Amani. I continue to be very proud of you always." Juliet Talker says, "I love me some peppermint tea and Amani's chocolate chip cookies." Tanya Birch. And then Tanya Cheeseman, another fan, says they are well. Folks, if you have any comments or questions for Amani, please send them through. Manuela John, she's asking, does Armani sell cookie dough? Do you sell any of your cookie dough?
I do not. No, I don't sell cookie dough.
Okay, he does not sell the cookie dough, folks. Maybe something in the future, we don't know. But right now, you're getting them ready-made cookies. What you mentioned that you make cakes as well. Let's just go back to that. What do you like about making cakes and versus cookies?
Well, I make a special type of cake called a cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
They take 4 hours or overnight to refrigerate until ready to set up and serve. And I'm also vending them at Devonshire Lindos and soon to be at Fresh.
Nice. Well, Ahmani, it's been great. You're doing some things that are really inspiring. As Charles H. Jefferson II said, your advice that you gave, he says, there's a lot of business leaders who could use that advice that you just gave. I just want to say thank you for doing this. And, despite what challenges you have, your father, your family have put you in a position where that, get you the therapist, as you just mentioned, where you can inspire others through the work that you're doing. So congratulations. I just want to reiterate, folks, he said that his cookies are shipping to 43 countries. Can we give him a round of applause? 43 countries. That's how you do business. You expand beyond the environment. So congratulations on that. Before you go, is there anything you'd like to say to the people of Bermuda and our audience about Ahmani's cookies that you want to leave them with?
I have one other thing to share, which is my business goals. So a big goal for my business is to have my own cafe or a bakery where I can hire interested people who are on the autism spectrum and who are not. My cafe will educate people on what it can be like to be on the spectrum and to get great products.
Love it. Love it. Creating spaces for people who maybe won't have chances elsewhere. Mishka Fabulous says, it's impressive. Well done, Ahmani. Teresa Emery says, Ahmani, your amazing, delicious products and your pride in your business shines through brightly. You've got Charles H. Jefferson II, who's telling you you're an inspiration to other people on the spectrum around the world. Renee Simmons says, well done, Ahmani, as does Tanya Cheeseman. And we've got a round of applause from you from Manuela John. Ahmani, again, if there's anything we can do going forward to highlight what you're doing and just keep you front and center, because again, your story, despite your challenges, is an inspirational one to so many people who want to get into entrepreneurship, who have goals, who have dreams. And I think your overall goal is something that people are not just going to support because whatever they believe your disability is, but they're going to support because you actually have something of interest to them. So thank you for what you're doing. Congratulations for what you're doing. And please know that should you ever require our platform, we'll be here to assist you along the way.
Thank you, Ahmani.
Have a wonderful day. And thank you to your family, your father in particular. We'll be in touch. Have a wonderful day.
You too, sir.
Bye.
All righty, Ahmani Peets, folks, give him a bit, folks, give a love, a like. Please share that conversation. That is honestly, man, 43 countries around the world.
We need to get on that mailing list, Jamal. We really do.
I got to get me some of those oatmeal cookies. Folks, if you appreciated that conversation, give us a thumbs up, a love, a like, and please share it. Share it in your WhatsApp groups. Share it in your friends and family. Share it in email, your work email. It's not a bad conversation. It's not something that can get you in trouble. It's not politics. It's an inspirational story of a Bermudian who, despite challenges, and adversity has succeeded. So let's give him big up Ahmani Peets and Ahmani's Cookie Company. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up with the daily play. With the daily play.
All right.
What, you forgot about that part?
Real quick.
Stick with it.
Ordering from ER Fisheries has just gotten simpler. With just a few clicks of a button, you can place an order for next day delivery or same day pickup. Our ever-expanding list of offerings now include grocery pantry items, specialty meats, and bread and dairy items. We know things have been hard, and we're here to make planning for your next meal or party easy. Whether you're a vegetarian or a meat eater, we have what you're looking for. And best of all, it can be delivered to your door in 24 hours or less. Go to www.erfisheries.bm and check out our wide range of seafood, beef, lamb, pork, poultry, fruits, vegetables, and plant-based products, all available at reasonable prices. That's www.erfisheries.bm.
All righty, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thanks again to Ahmani Peets from Ahmani's Cookie Company for the conversation this morning. Thanks again to BAC group of companies, Medical House, Linda's, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you and have these kind of conversations on a daily basis. It's time for the Daily Play brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. Folks, it's things you should know today. Sherry, are you ready?
I am.
I think this is a difficult one, folks. It's a difficult one for some people. I think I knew the answer to it.
You think you knew the answer, or you did?
No, I think I knew the answer to it. What scientist is famous for formulating the law of universal gravitation?
I think I knew this too. Sigmund Freud is mental stuff. When you say the name, I'm gonna be like, oh, him.
Think gravity, folks. Gravity. No one knew the answer. What scientist is famous for formulating the law of universal gravitation? Yes, you got it. Isaac Newton.
I said after you said it.
I think I would have probably guessed Newton. That's why I said I think I would have known. And the reason I knew, because I was so horrible at physics, that I kind of, I
hated all of that.
Yes, Newton, Isaac Newton, folks. Gravity. Yeah, I weren't a fan of physics at all. But Sherry, back to herself. I mean, we'll get the next
one. Jamal.
We'll get the next one, Sister Sherry. We'll get the next one. Anyway, let's final thoughts today. Police recruiting, locals, and what you got?
So in regards to the police recruitment, as I think everybody has stated, having residents who are non-residents of Bermuda, I'm fine with that. That part is okay. I just want to know what the criteria is for that. And I'm concerned about why out of 100 plus applicants, we only had 9 that were able to pass through. So I'm really, really concerned about that more than us using non-residents who are residents. So I'm fine with that. I really am. Ahmani, I have somebody that's actually visiting me next week, and now I'm gonna probably have to add cookies to the list of things that she needs to bring me. I'm so inspired. It's so amazing. His story, everything about it is just what we need right now, right? What we need is that encouragement. What we need is to see that despite challenges, we could do big things, Jamal. And he is a prime example of and embodies all of that. Everyone go out and support him. I know you are, but do it even more.
Yeah, in regard to the as it relates to the Bermuda police recruitment, I think there's a lot of lessons in this. There's some lessons, and it's beyond the police service and the recruitment. I think it reflects our community. We've got to do better as individuals, and we have to raise the standards. I think the standards have dropped so far. We keep talking about hotels being built and 800 jobs. Well, at the end of the day, if we don't have fit people mentally, intellectually, and physically fit to do jobs to protect us, are they going to be good enough to do those jobs to serve and provide service for us, right? We have to ask ourselves that. So my hope is that, as I believe it was Michael Daniels said, we look at these situations and we say, you know what? Let's do something. Let's give an incentive. If you can do this, then you can come back and we can redo a test and maybe you'll get an opportunity. But I don't think that people should look at failure as, well, I tried, didn't get in, let's move on. That's not how life should work. Aaliyah had that song, if at first you don't succeed, push yourself off and try, or brush yourself off, or whatever, you know how to get, and try again. That's it. It comes down to that. You all know I don't get the sayings right. I didn't quote it exactly. As relates to Ahmani, I think it's one of the most inspirational stories you would hear from a Bermudian entrepreneur, spectrum or not. I think his story should inspire so many people to really push beyond their environment and break barriers to get to where they'd like to go. So congratulations to Ahmani and his family, and long may his success be. Sherry, you've got some daily inspiration for us?
Yes, and this daily inspiration is being brought to you by ER Fisheries.
Mhm.
Positive thinking sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and can achieve the impossible. And that's from S.A. Jefferson Wright, and he's an American author.
All righty, like that one. Folks, don't forget to subscribe on our website and follow us on social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we continue to do our part to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC group of companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you on Monday. She's Sherry Vanderpool. I'm Jamal Hartman. Please do make it a safe and a great weekend. Until Monday, we are out.